Shruvi, and I welcome you all for joining today's webinar. This webinar is our episode 3 of our Kibana in Action series. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining today. And I'm really excited to host this session where we together are going to explore how the organization, especially today in today's episode, we would cover the sports sector can transform their raw data into much more meaningful, actionable dashboard using Kibana. And I really appreciate everybody, you taking time and being here. And I really look forward to have an engaging, insightful session with you. Before getting started, I would really like to give a quick overview about what we do at Hyperflex. Let me share my screen real quick. So, I wouldn't take much of the time, but I would really like to go over what we do here at Hyperflex. So, Hyperflex is an Elastic certified partner founded by the engineers from Elastic itself. So, our team includes over 20 plus Elastic certified engineers, and we specialize exclusively in Elastic Stack solutions. And our expertise span across consulting, managing services, and seamless large scale migrations. And everything we do is around engineering, and we help organization to maximize their search and observability and security capabilities. So we operate basically globally. We have our offices in New York, Alberta, and in Pune in India. This allows us basically to support clients across all the different time zones and deliver projects that demand continuous collaboration and rapid execution. And our geographical presence is also something that helps us bring this diverse perspective and best practices across from multiple industries and region. Coming back to why teams should choose Hyperflex. One of our biggest thing that differentiate us from the other companies is that we specifically work for Elastic. From anything and everything that we do, it includes Elastic, and this is something that we expertise in. So yeah, that's that. Moving forward, we also offer a few tools, that is Splunk to Elastic migration, that allows seamlessly migrating from your Splunk to Elastic cluster without any downtime, minimal downtime. And we also provide all support that needed in order to achieve that. Another tool that we have is seamless upgrade for this enables organization to seamlessly upgrade between a next version of Elasticsearch to any Y version of Elasticsearch, providing minimal to no downtime. And yeah, with that, I would really like to hand over the mic to Naseem. So Naseem is a part of Hyperflex team, and he is extremely skilled as well. And he would be the host today, and he would walk us through the new episode of Kibana in Action series. And this would be specifically focused on the sports sector, as I mentioned. And yeah, without any further ado, let's hand it over to Naseem.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, as Dhruvi said, I'm here for a few months now as a pre-sales engineer, and I will be the one hosting the session about sport industry, especially football. That is a sport that I love, and it was a great pleasure for me to present it. And yeah, very happy and excited about it. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, so as I said, we will be mainly talking about football, which is a sport that I love since I was like 5 years old or less. Um, it's something that really excites me. So, as we all know, it's a sport that we have huge amount of data that we could use, more than 100K lines of events during a game. For the few games that we used today, we used on stat bombs the stats from 3 games, and the amount of data that we have are huge. The possibilities that we can do with Elastic is huge. So we can do real-time event tracking, which will be about mainly passes, counter pressing, shots, expected goals, and every stats that we have during a game. Also, we can do live match dashboard for teams. So this will be mainly for teams that through the API can uh, um, find their stats in Elastic directly with the API. So the coaching staff could really enjoy and see the stats of their teams and be better and improve at their games. Also, we can do ML jobs. by detecting anomalies, and for sometimes players that during the season, because as we all know, 70 any games, it's too much, and players can have fatigue and be in less shape during the season, that and coaching staff could really see with it on elastic player that are underperforming with ML jobs. And also, we have unified data for smart decision. Also, this will be mainly about recruiting. If, I don't know, a club wants to recruit a striker, they could see with Elastic stats like his shots per game, if he's efficient in front of the net. Same for his passes, his pressing. It's mainly about the possibilities that we have, and they are so huge with Elastic. So, as I said, we have few ways to ingest our data from the raw data that we have to Elastic. So if it's a club uh, or coaching staff, they have their API, and they can directly connect their data to Elastic, and this will be in real time. So this is the best for them. And in my case, so I've used data that I found on StatBombs on GitHub, and then I've ingested it through a little script, and it has been indexed in Elasticsearch. And after that, I could do my visualization in Kibana. So we have the way that I've done so by a script, or we can do it in the dev tool section directly in Elastic through the post bulk API, or we can do it by a CSV, but this won't be for the sports industry, because the events that we have during a game there are too much events. You can't do it in a CSV. It will be mainly for other industries such as banking, finance, retail, or manufacturing, or whatever. So I can show you how I've done it um for me. So let me share my terminal. Okay, perfect. So we create a document by using the nano. So here we have our script. So we enter the cluster that we have, the username, password, the index, and even the pipeline if we have one. Then we will the script will convert our JSON into ND-JSON, because Elastic don't allow JSON events, because it will be too heavy. Don't we need one event, one line for every events of the game? Then it will, after that, convert the JSON into ND-JSON, and then it will send it through the bulk API to Elastic. So, okay, control, sorry. So now, tac, up, control O, then we come back. After that, we just need to make it go live using the TX mod X, and then it will be directly ingested into Elastic. But because I already done it, I won't do it again. Then we have the other things that we could do by using the dev tool. I can also show it to you guys. So you have the two ways that and you can choose the one that you prefer. Okay, so we can go into the dev tool, then using the post bulk API. As I said, just using the post bulk API, then and we just need after that to copy and paste our ND-JSON, and it will be done, and we will see it's in directly the stack management. So simple, but as I said, the easiest way for me is by using the script, because it's directly done it through the terminal, while in DevTool we can't use too many events, too many lines. we need to dispatch our documents in NDJSON because, as I said, I had 100K lines. It's huge, and I needed to have like in 10 documents and then do it 10 times. We are losing so much time that we don't in while using the script. And then we are going directly into the stack management, index management, and there are our indexes that we will be using. So yeah, so simple. We don't lose so much time by doing it again, again, and again in DevTools, which is a good thing. So after that, we have the use cases that we could do um, in Elastic with all that kind of data that we have. I already talked about it a little bit. So player evaluation and recruitment, that will be mainly for coaching staff that want to recruit players, as I said again, but it will be mainly in the same stats: shots, passes, counter pressing, goals, expected goals, and again and again and again. It's still the same. When you know it, it's not very difficult. After that, we have something that is a little bit more advanced, which is the match analysis and tactical insights. So mainly, it will be about the analysis of a game during 90 minutes. We have some moments that the team is playing very well. We are dominant in the game, and in other times, we will conceive goals. Defending won't be that precise that it has been. And again, coaching staff could analyze everything that it has been in during the game, what went well and what went wrong. So it is quite impressive, to be honest, because it helps you about improving your team. Also, again, player performance monitoring. As I said, players that are performing well or underperforming. Again, same as player evaluation, and also anomaly detection with machine learning jobs. That again will be done in the ML jobs part in Elastic that could detect unusual expected goals for a team or player. Maybe if he's in like an hot streak and he's performing, I would say better that he usually does, or if he's in bad shape. So those are the main use cases that we have, but again, we can do more and more. The possibilities are huge because we have so many stats that again, uh, the things that we want to do are l- clearly amazing. And now the thing that was the most hyped about is the real-time dashboards. We didn't do that kind of advanced visualization because we didn't have the API of real teams, but we still did it for a few games. It was about 3 games, as I said, about Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, and Villarreal. So those are the 3 games that we've done, but we don't have every stats of a season or a year or whatever. So, but still, it's still okay. We will mainly see the live performance about heat maps in expected goals, passes, and as I said again, we can also, for those clubs that have their data, I would say, connected to the API, they can also detect the fatigue about player if they are maybe in a less good shape that they were at the beginning of the season, and maybe try to detect, I would say, injuries before that it happens. And again, it's still a good tool for teams. So now we will go into the demo. So we will go. So this is the index management where we have our indexes. So La Liga events is our 3 games that we have, and every events that we have. The matches are the 3 games that we have, and the events is for the ML jobs that we'll be doing later. So we can go into Discover and La Liga events. And those are every field that we have 120 So again, so many stats that we could use. You see pass recipient, pass shots, pass widths. There is so many things that we could do. The possibilities are huge. And okay, we can go into our visualize library, tech and dashboards. So those are the main visualization that we've done, only with the stats that we've used in StatsBomb. So this is one of the game that we will be analyzing. So Atletico Madrid against Barcelona. We can see the game. So Atletico Madrid, the score line of the game was 1-1. And we see how many shots, the difference of the shots that Barcelona have, while Atletico Madrid efficient, just 3 shots, while Barcelona have more than 20. So this can be seen in two different ways. Either Atletico Madrid was so strong defensively that Barcelona couldn't score, or that Barcelona wasn't efficient in front of the net, which is two things that we can see. When we click on each button, we have the position of the player on the pitch and the expected goals. So basically, the expected goals is the percentage of a shot that should be a game. So in this case, the player, so from Atletico Madrid, Antoine Griezmann, has 0.05%, 0.0 expected goals. So basically, he has 5% chance of scoring. This one again 0.05, and it's basically the goal that should be converted as an expected goal that should be converted as a goal. There we can see the shots that Barcelona have. It's crazy. That game was so annoying for them, because I remember I was watching this game, and at the end they scored at 5 minutes before the end of the game. And when you see the amount of shots for this one, Messi 40% of scoring, but he didn't. What? But it's still a huge number. Basically, the expected goals are, I would say, less. They are less huge, I would say, because normally they are between 0.2 and 0.5, and when you are like 0.4, 0.5, you should score. So when we see every shot of this, there are so many. Druvi, for example, this one was 0.4, while this one is 0.07. And you know which one of the shots that was the goal? It was this one by Ousmane Dembele, 7%, while this one has 40% of scoring. That shows us how beautiful can be football, because if it's only about stats and math, we should just see on our telephone the results of the game, and that's it. But still, also we have this heat map. So it shows us every shot that happened during the game between Barcelona and Atletico, and the position, 112 meters. So it was only 8 meters from the net. 2 shots happened during that game, and the total of both shots were 0.5 expected goals, so 50%, and neither of them was a goal. So yeah, the visualization by using Vega were very advanced, and this is how powerful is Elastic. We can have so many possibilities by using Vega. So basically, we are coding our visualization, and this is Vega basically, and no need for a person to be an expert in JSON. We could use AI. It's so powerful. We use it every day, and asking a code, and then we could modify it to have the thing that we want. Like, so let me come back to our others visualization. Also, we have the expected goal timeline cumulative between the game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. We see during those 90 minutes of the game how unlucky I would say Barcelona was. because Atletico Madrid in the as we saw here, minute 16 they had 3% of scoring, and during the entire game they shot only 3 times, and they had 40% of scoring, and they still scored. While Barcelona should have in the minute 92, where the goal happened, so more than 2 goals they should have scored. And that's how football could is sometimes it could be cruel for a team, but still that's why we love it. We also have the pass map of Barcelona that we could do again on Vega. This was all the passes that happened during that game. It's crazy the amount of passes, more than 500. And we see the start of a pass starts at 6 meter to 45, and how it is going down. So 4, 14, 23. So again, by using Vega basically is the most powerful tool on visualization, because we are coding our visualizations, and it is the best way to have those kind of advanced visualization, while in Lens it's more, I would say, basics. For example, we have this one by using Lens that will show us every expected goals of those games. Barcelona are the team that most were, I would say, effective by shots, while Real Madrid only have one, Villarreal less than one, and Atletico Madrid 0.4. So the difference between the two are obvious. Those are basics things, while we have more advanced on Vega. And also we can, by using the TQL query, see the stats of one individual, such as Messi, for example. During that game, he had more than 1.5 almost, and and also we can see every shot that he does, the expected goals that there is in average. So less than one, it's so less that than expected that I thought. But again, the possibilities are huge, and we see how powerful Elastic can be. Now we can go into visualization, create a new visualization. So this is the custom visualization that we've done for those advanced visualization that we've done. But Lens is, I would say, the most easy for us. We can do, for example, if let's say we want to see the shots that we have in a team. So let's say we will be using the pie slice. We will choose the players, so player name keyword. Okay, and for the metric, let's say expected goals, and it will be the unique count. And here we have another visualization with every player that we have. So we can also, by using the KQL syntax, so let's say team name keyword equals, let's say, Barcelona. I'm a Barca fan. So let's say up, and we see every shots that we have, the differences, and how important a player is. Messi, it's not a surprise. He's at 50% of shots during that game. So one shot on two of every shot that Barcelona had during that game was from Messi. Ousmane Dembele has only 20%, Rakitic 6%, and it shows the importance of a player. Also, we can go into, let's say, Real Madrid. Okay, tag update. And again, we have this team is more, I would say, they don't depend on a player, if I can say that. Vinicius has only 1/3 of the shots, Modric 11%, Benzema 11%, and we can do this with every team that we have. Normally, Atletico should have only 3 because they shot only 3 times at the net. Yep, one shot for every player. Griezmann, Diego Costa, and Thomas Lemar. This shows us how powerful it is let's save it. So short Atletico Madrid. And then we can add it to our dashboard by using this football dashboard. And tac, we have it in our dashboard. So Lens is the most easiest way to use our data and still be, I would say, efficient about our analysis that we can do. And then we do this and save. So those are the two main ways of doing visualization. So either by using Vega or Lens. So now we can jump into ML jobs. So those are about the ML jobs that we can do also on Elastic. So we have a few use cases that we can do. Again, those are mainly the same that I've said earlier, but still and those are the main stats that we all want to know. If your player is performing well during the season or not. So this will be about the player performance regression because the season is so long. We have games every 4 days. Players can be in good shapes at the beginning because the rhythm of the game is less advanced that will be in the Champions League in the semifinals or in the finals where the intensity is so at a high level that you will be injured if you play like this every 2-3 games for like 2-3 days for 20 games. So those are the main I would say fields that we wanna see about our player performance and if they can be injured or not. And again, seasonal hot streak, it's about also the player's performance. So we can also do those kind of jobs in Elastic. So we just need to go into machine learning, anomaly detection, and we can create a single job. So we will be using this, and we have few things that we can do. So single metric will be about only one field that we wanna analyze. Multi-metric will be about few fields, or maybe 2 or 3. Population, it will be about maybe your team and others such as wizard advanced. So we'll be doing only the single metric. Useful data. The main issue for us is that um, we only have 3 games that, so we won't be doing a real analysis on ML jobs, because if we want to do those kind of jobs, we need to have a large amount of data, maybe on a season, and then we will be able to see if our team is performing well in front of the goal or not. In our case, we only have 3 games, so we won't be doing those kind of analysis, but still, let me show you how it works. So let's see expected goals. You see, we only have 3 games, so we can't really analyze how our team perform or not, but this is the way. So let's say here is the total of our 3 games, so almost 5 expected goals. Then next, job ID, expected goal. And then up, in a group. Next, yeah. Still, this is the issue that I've said. It's mainly about our data. We don't have enough data to do our ML jobs, but we don't care. It's just for our demo. And then up, create a job, make some times. And after that, we only have to view the results. We won't have anything because, as I said, we don't have enough data, but this is the way. And normally um, we should have few results that is important for us, because we can detect either our team is going well or not, if they are in a good streak, or absolutely not. So those are the two main things that we could do for sports, not only for football, but also for tennis or rugby or American football or whatever. We can also do this on Elastic by using visualization, advanced visualization by using Vega, or basic visualization on by using, I would say, Lens, and also do machine learning jobs to detect and check if our team is going well, if our players are not in a good shape, or if they are. And we have many fields that we could analyze. So yeah, that's it for my part. Thank you so much for listening and for being here, guys. I hope you liked it, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Naseem. It was an amazing session, and I think I mean, this combination of sports with technical stuff, I think that is something that everybody would at least resonate with. And thank you so much for all this. We are open for questions, everybody. If you have anything that you need to ask, any curiosity or anything, just drop it in chat, and me and Naseem can help you with those questions. For now, Naseem, we have this question from Harshit. So he's asking, where did you gathered all this data from? And is it something, or how did you gather that? So because he's also curious on working on the similar data.
Yeah, sure. So I've been using the stats bomb data that we can find on GitHub. So we have different competitions. So we had La Liga, the World Cup, and also the Premier League. But those are old stats because we don't have access. You know, those stats are so valuable that we don't have access to the last competitions. But still, it's still a good way to practice and make a use case. So it was about the games in 2018. So yeah, exactly, exactly, Dhruvi. So yeah, it was on StatsBomb. I hope this works for you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Do we have any questions?
My question will not be technical, but wondering which one is your favorite club now, based on the stats, not on emotions.
Um, I don't know. It depends on the main thing with football that is very nice. It only depends on your emotions. So even if the stat shows that you are an attacking team or a defending team, if you like the players enough, I would say that this will help you. But during on the stats, uh, of course, Barcelona. I love attacking football, so I would say Barcelona. I don't like teams that defend during the entire game and their only purpose is to counter attack and score and then park the bus, and that's it. So Barcelona, of course.
I don't think Naman will agree with that statement, but happy to see the disagreement. We have another question. If you want to read it, Ruby.
Yeah, so Sarvagya has asked, wow, do you think using Elastic we can end the debate between Messi and Ronaldo? Yeah.
um,
Uh,
We should try next time. Definitely, Sarvagya. We should definitely try because I think Ronaldo will have something to teach to Messi.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah. Okay, then moving forward, we have another question from Harshit where he's asking, how can we practice making different kinds of dashboards?
I would say that basically try to ingest it on Elastic, and then, as I said, the possibilities are huge. So just try on Lens what kind of visualization that you want to see, if it's whether on expected goals or shots or pass or whatever. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, use Vega and see with AI the kind of visualization, sorry, that you wanna do. And again, AI now is so powerful that you don't need to know too much about JSON or HTTP or whatever. So yeah, try with Lens first, and then if you want to do more advanced things, inject some data into your AI, the the NDJSON that you use, the indexes, and then see about the visualization on Vega that you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And also, I would really like to add over here that if you spin up an Elastic cluster, there are some predefined visualization that you get in the analytics or the dashboards part. So if you go there and then you click on, so there are already some pre-existing dashboards. If you really want to practice this habit, you can just go into any dashboard, click on any analytics or any visualization, and then you can get the query behind it. It would redirect you to a lens that actually made it, that actually created it, and then you can just play around and just experiment with that. So yeah, thank you, Naseem, for that. Another question is Kibana compatible with other analytics database like Datadog or Prometheus? Yeah, so actually, Kibana is tightly coupled with Elasticsearch. I mean, I would say that it is a tool that works on top of Elasticsearch. So no, Kibana cannot be used along any other tools. However, you can ingest any sort of data into your Elasticsearch and then you can build visualization on top of this. But yeah, there is no direct compatibility between those. Do we have any more questions? Mm, if not, okay, then I would like to conclude the session. So yeah, apart from the all the work with consulting and management, we are really, really excited and hyped up about all this knowledge sharing session that we do. So we also regularly host webinars, meetup, podcasts, and we also have blogs on our website that if you want, if you can go and review. And also, if you want to take part in our webinar, meetup, and podcast, you can reach out to us via LinkedIn. And Sohini can provide you more details on that. So, yeah, that's it. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining in today. And I'm sure this was a very insightful session for you all. I mean, the topic was extremely something that everybody would be really interested in working upon. So, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'd really appreciate you all taking your time.